Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the vid. And in today's vid, I want to talk about what to do when you think that X, Y, or Z gives you DPDR, makes it worse. So for example, you could say something like, why does my DPDR get worse when I do this, when I exercise, when I walk, when I go to work, when I drive a car, when I sleep, when I wake up, whatever it is. So this is sort of like a blanket video to cover all of those things because there are so many questions like that. Like, why does my DPDR get worse when I do insert whatever it is there? So I'm here to answer that and to give you some tips about what you can do to actually sort of help you with all this stuff. The simple reason is that because it makes you anxious somehow, it gives you some kind of anxious thought, perhaps it doesn't feel quite right, whatever it is, it's because your body and your mind doesn't really want to do it, or it thinks that doing it is going to put it into some kind of danger. That really is it. These events that happen, which trigger it or make it worse, are usually with what's to do with your actions not being congruent with your values. So what do I mean by congruent? Congruent means in alignment with. So your actions, what you do, what you think, are not in alignment with your core values, which is what your core beliefs are. For example, if you consider yourself to be a truthful person and then you willingly tell a lie, then that action is not in alignment with your true values of I'm a truthful person. So then telling a lie is actually something which is probably going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit anxious. Or it could be something else, like you consider yourself to be a hard worker, but one day you actually get a little bit sick and you've got to sort of stay at home and you can't really work that hard. So this is actually an action which is going against your core value of I'm a hard worker. So that might make you feel a little bit uneasy. You might feel angry or you might feel anxious that, oh no, I've got to get out there and I've got to work because I have to meet this deadline and, all the other stuff. So that's another example of your actions not being in alignment with the values that you hold so dear to yourself. So how all this relates to DPDR is that obviously if you're doing things which make you feel anxious, then, obviously that's going to make it worse or it's going to prolong it. But the thing as well is that sometimes, sometimes you're doing things and you don't know that they're not in alignment with your values. You might just have this weird feeling of, I just feel weird. I don't know why. Or my DPDR got a bit stronger today and I don't know why. It's because potentially you've done something or you've thought something which is out of alignment. It's going in the opposite direction of your true values and your true beliefs. This is where a little bit of self-discovery comes into play, or, chatting to somebody about it. Because if you sort of look into it a little bit more, you're able to discover, well, what actually are my values? It might be that you don't even know what they are right now. You might sort of have this higher calling to be able to, you want to help people. So because you're not actually helping people, that's what's making you feel a little bit anxious. But you might not realize that you want to help you want to help people. It might just be that, oh, I lost my job as a chef, and now that's making me really anxious. And it's perhaps not necessarily the chef part of it. It's the fact of you are cooking amazing food for all these people, and obviously you are helping them with, just being able to eat amazing food before they go to work or after work or whatever it is. So whenever you do have a statement of my DPDR gets worse when I XYZ, think back to all these things. Is it somehow that you're a little bit anxious about what you're doing? Is it that the thing that you're doing or the thing that you're not doing is actually not in alignment with your values? And if you're not even sure what your values are, sit down, write a list and figure out what they are. What type of person are you? Are you caring? Do you want to give? Do you want to, leave a mark on this world, or is it something to do with physical exercise, or, you want to be strong, or you want to be strong-willed, or whatever it is. You value connection with others. You really want to be around your family and friends, but right now you can't for whatever reason. Just whatever it is, try and see what your values are. Try and really discover what they are. Write them down. Don't just keep them in your head, because all they're going to do is go around in circles, actually start writing them down, get them out of your head onto paper. And then that's it. Now you know what your values are. So whenever a statement comes in your mind or whenever you think to ask the question of, my DPDR gets worse because of this, have a look at this first. This is probably it. This is the stuff that I talk about with the people that I'm helping with their DPDR and their anxious thinking when we're doing coaching together. We're looking at all this type of stuff and all this awareness and all this sort of self-understanding about what you are really thinking, about what your values are really and what you are doing. This is all what you do to recover. So my friends, this is something that you can do without even having to have sessions with me or seeing a therapist or anything like that. Give this a go and see how you go. And, you might find that it actually starts to really help you. And I really hope that it does. And look, if you do have any questions for me about this, then reach out in the comments or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, or book a discovery call, or whatever it is that you want to do, whatever works for you. All the info for that is in the description. And I really hope this video has helped you and it's shed a little bit of light on what's going on and it's made you feel a little bit lighter. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.